Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Today, I feel guided to do a reading about divine feminine and divine masculine, but not the typical divine masculine, divine feminine reading. I want to go into our own divine masculine and our own divine feminine sides within ourselves, the conversations between them. Because we all have feminine and masculine sides inside ourselves. And it is when these two are in harmony with each other, when these two are in balance with each other, that we come to a divine relationship or a divine union within ourselves. And this whole search for a divine counterpart, the base for it is this divine union within yourself. Because if there is not this divine union within yourself, and you go search for someone to go into union with, then this will be someone who will reflect back to you these parts that you have to give to yourself. As long as we are seeking outside for something to fill us up, to make us feel complete, it will never be a divine union. It will just be a reflection of this wholeness that is not yet whole within. And it is from this place of divine union within ourselves that we let go, or we release this need or this urge to find someone. It's more if we come to this place of divine union within, it comes with a knowingness that we are already whole and complete on ourselves, and we don't need anyone else to make us feel complete. We can have this feeling of, I feel all this wholeness and I feel all this union within, and I want to share that with someone else who also has this wholeness, this divine union within their self. And this will be a divine union between the two different beings. But it always comes from this divine union within yourself. And then you share that divine union with another being who also carries this divine union within themselves. And it doesn't mean you have to be perfect. I don't say that. Because with our counterpart, with our partner, we can still work together through certain issues. But there is this consciousness, there is already a certain wholeness, a certain union within ourselves. And there is also the consciousness that whenever we need something from outside, it means we are not giving ourselves what we need. So this divine union within also comes with the consciousness that we are responsible of filling up our own cup. We do not expect someone else to fill us up. We know how to do that for ourselves. So this reading will go into that. The conversations, the communication between your own divine feminine and your own divine masculine within yourself to come to this place of divine union within. Or if they are already in union, if you are already in a space of union within, then still see what your masculine and your feminine are communicating with each other to come to a place of even more balance. So I am very curious where this is gonna go. And if you are still here, then thank you for still being here. And then I will see you in your reading. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose pile 1, I have a message for you today. And I laid out already your basic. So with this reading, maybe it's important to go into the intro and to check what this is about, because this is a reading about your divine feminine and your divine masculine side in communication with each other to come into a place of union, or if they are already in union, to bring out some messages from there. And in the intro, I explain this more. So I laid out already your divine, your feminine, your feminine and your masculine side. And what I feel for you, pile 1, is that they are not completely out of balance, but still there is an imbalance. And I feel for you that your masculine side is more strong than your feminine side. Or your masculine side is more coming to the surface than your feminine side. It feels like you keep your feminine side very protected. But your feminine side is also asking to come out, to be expressed, and to don't let this feminine side of you protected in this cave. It's good to keep yourself in a protective space, but here it feels like I'm going to speak about she and he, because it feels right to do so. So the she is your divine feminine, the he is your divine masculine. So she feels a little bit left out in the cold, because she wants to express herself. She wants to be seen. She wants to dance. She wants to feel the wind in her hairs. She wants to look to the sky, to count the stars. She wants to dream. She wants to dance. She wants to express herself, to be expressed. And she is ruled or being pushed down by this strength, this strong masculine side that is there also. And for you to bring balance, I will go deeper into this with the tarot, but for you to bring balance, it feels like to allow yourself, to allow this masculine side of you to flow with the emotions, or with the water, with the, how to say this, to flow more, to allow in the flow of how everything goes, instead of standing strong and I have to do this, and I have to stand strong. So it's like, if you put it on the surface, this is the surface, and let's take the surface of a water pool. Your feminine is here. She's completely in the emotion, but she's under the surface. And your masculine is like here. And he is ruling most of the situations, not always. But in general, he's ruling. And it's about allowing this flow to, because everything is always moving, and allowing this flow of you, this is your core, this is your feminine, this is your masculine, to allow this to flow like this and to find this point. I don't know why I express it like this, but it feels like I have to express it like that, to maybe give you an image for maybe for a moment of meditation or a moment of connection, that you see yourself, your she, your feminine, and your masculine, the he, that you see them in these points, with you being in this center, and that you maybe imagine that it is turning up until this point, and that it stays more in this point. And from there, feel what you feel there. You can also imagine this like this is the cave, and you allow your feminine, your female, to come out of this cave and to allow this masculine to stand next to her. It's very interesting how this is coming through. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper with the tarot in this. It's like your feminine really wants to explore also. And your feminine in this reading feels like your inner child. This pure joy, this like I said, this dancing, hairs in the wind. Doesn't matter if you are male or female, we all have masculine and we all have feminine sides inside of us. Just about bringing balance in these both sides of us. But for you, this feminine really feels like this expression of flow and being seen also. She wants to be seen. She wants to come out. Yeah, your feminine is really, she really wants to be expressed. That comes out very strongly here. She wants to be expressed. She wants to maybe also literally express herself in words. It also feels like your feminine is being called. She's being called by something higher than yourself. And probably you left your feminine inside for a long time. And now it's like you cannot ignore anymore the call to let her express herself. It's 9:19 when I felt inspired to look on the timer. It's nines stand for endings, and then the one in between, 919. It's like a new beginning. It's this gateway also. We have the nines, And here I'm again with this. I don't know why I do it like this with you. It feels like it's important for you, it's significant for you to have these images, these nines, and to bring these nines here so this one can come out. You're masculine. Your masculine is strong, and your masculine can also act in unexpected ways. So I'm going to call him he can come out in ways that, because he's the dominant aspect of you, he can come out in unexpected ways, and you might be ruled by certain behavior programs of your masculine, and it can sometimes show up in a way that you are even surprised about yourself, very unexpected ways. And this is not always something that you enjoy, because it also creates confusion in a way. Your masculine is a very strong warrior also, so probably you had to battle through a lot of things already in your life, and you learned to protect this vulnerable feminine side of you, and this made the masculine side of you more dominant, which makes sense, of course. You had to make difficult choices that didn't allow you to be vulnerable. And it's also your masculine that is trying to provide yourself in your material world. Maybe it's also difficult. It's difficult to or it has been difficult to provide for yourself, which also made this masculine to come out so strongly. So your feminine is really asking to come to the surface. I come back to this wheel. Let it reflect. Take a moment of connection and let it spin. So they come into a place of balance. And then feel. Let it flow. It also feels like the masculine is not asking for too much of your attention to bring this balance. It's really about allowing this feminine to come out, to show herself, to express herself, that this masculine automatically will flow more down. So this one, the masculine, doesn't need too much attention. Just in this moment, allow it for what it is and put your focus on your feminine side. Express yourself. Let her express herself in whatever way feels right for you. You can also sit with that in a moment of connection, in a moment of meditation, to ask. You can ask your guides for help also for this, whatever guidance you connect to show you What does my feminine need? But for sure, if you sit with this and you ask at your feminine, what do you want? How do you want to be expressed? Then ideas will come. You will get visions, you will get ideas. It will be put into the light if you put an intention there. And your feminine is beautiful. She's so soft. She's so deep also. She's very deep. There is a lot of feelings. There is a lot of... It's a whole universe on its own. And she wants to come out. She wants to shine. So allow her to shine. Can I get some advice? If we need more advice on this. That's interesting. What I feel with this also is we have the Strength, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands. And what I also feel with this is that instead of, because when I went into your masculine, I got this message of your masculine probably had to struggle to provide. And what I feel with this, with the Queen of Pentacles here and Strength, it feels like maybe to allow your feminine side, your creative side, your intuitive side, to bring up ideas to provide for yourself. So allow this femininity that is there, this intuitive, creative, dancing, flowing, shining, beautiful you, to inspire you with ideas for providing for yourself, which is very interesting. There is another message here, and it feels like this feels like you had to shut down your feminine side for some kind of reason. Whatever happened, there was a moment where it felt like you separated your masculine and your feminine from each other. And I'm going to show you, because it's the Three of Wands, but in this depiction it's like this male, she feels like the female, and this is the male, and it's like the male is like reaching for the female, but in a sense it feels very far away. But in this reading, with all the cards around, it feels like your masculine is putting out his hand again to this feminine. So it's like your masculine side, to go again to this picture, it's like your masculine side maybe even go further. You know, you have your feminine here, you have your masculine here. And instead of doing this to start, maybe go all the way to put your masculine here and to create this. It was again 1949 when I looked at the timer, 991. So this, put this masculine here and put the feminine here. And this masculine is already very strong. So hold yourself, hold this safe space for yourself with your masculine side to allow your feminine side to be safe enough to express herself. This is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. May your feminine shine. May she shine her brightest shine. Allow her to shine. There is no need to fear. You are strong enough to hold this safe space for yourself, to allow her to shine. So I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose pile 2, I have a message for you. And for this reading, it might be important to check the intro, because I go into a conversation, a communication between your own divine masculine and your own divine feminine, to come to a place of union within, and from there naturally attract a divine counterpart, if that is what you prefer. But this is not the goal. It's about coming into a place of wholeness within. Or if that wholeness is already there, then still what comes out with the communication between your divine feminine and your divine masculine side. Pile 2, what I see for you. I see for you already a very beautiful balance between your feminine and between your masculine, which is very beautiful to see. It's like this masculine part of you is holding a very sacred, safe space for your feminine. And this is interesting because we came to that in the end of the reading of pile 1. So it feels a little like this is a continuation of that reading, which is interesting. The first reading was very interesting also. So let's see where this is going. So I feel for you a very beautiful balance already between these two parts. There is this, like I say, there is your masculine holds a very safe space for your feminine to express herself. Throughout the reading, I might call them she and he, which is your she and your he, your feminine and your masculine. So with you, I feel you in a place of passage. And it feels like you feel the, I'm trying to find the right word here. You feel that it might be time to share your union with someone else. You are not searching for it. You are in divine union within yourself, and you are in divine union with God, Source, Spirit, or whatever you connect to. I really feel this. There is this very centered energy. It's like this beautiful triangle. It's a very beautiful, balanced energy. So I feel you in a place of passage to come to that state of sharing this with someone else. Or you are already sharing it with someone else, but it feels more like you are on your way to. But again, not from a place of need, just from a place of, I feel all this wholeness inside of me, and now I feel like I want to share that with someone else. And I want to build something from this place with someone. I see you have been walking alone for a while. So if you are in a relationship already with someone, then probably this is not your pile, or you have been in a relationship or are in a relationship that you are walking alone, but that doesn't really make sense. It really feels more like you have been walking for quite some time alone. Not lonely. In times, yes. But where you are now, you are all one, alone, all one. Very committed, very connected to something higher than you. And again, I feel here this, I want to share this now. I want to share this now. And I will go deeper into your feminine side and into your masculine side and see what comes out with the tarot. But what I feel also with your masculine side, and advice that is already here, is about also allowing your masculine side to receive messages. So it's mainly our feminine, our intuitive, our connective side that it's the feminine side is the receiving part. It's the receiving side of ourself. So the feminine is receiving messages, but it's about this masculine also allowing to receive these messages and to put them into practice. I'm gonna see with the tarot where this is going. There is 22 also on the table for you, which is also speaking about love. It's about it's divine union. There is a message here coming through from your pineal glands. I don't know if this is relevant, or it is relevant for someone. It's a message for someone to focus on your pineal glands for some reason. You might get a lot of visions because it's under the messenger room. So while you are in connection, to focus. We have judgment here. It's like God is really God, source, spirit, whatever you connect to, is really confirming to what I am saying now, to whenever you go into connection, to focus your attention on your pineal glands, and from there see what comes through, because you get a lot of high vibrational messages, downloads in these times. Okay, so the feminine, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Four of Cups, and we have the Six of Wands for your feminine side. For your masculine side, we have the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Wands. So your feminine, what is this about? Your feminine is, she's very receiving. I say both of your sides are very much in balance. But there might be moments that you are still going into worries. And there is a message here speaking directly to your feminine to don't worry, to trust and to have faith. And I feel your feminine is doing that already. But still it feels like I have to say this. Don't worry, trust and have faith. Because it feels like your feminine is okay. So this is really about this union. I think your feminine, or it feels like your feminine is maybe in a way worried about, I might not be able to share all this with someone. It feels like something like that is there. Or you are very focused in this moment on something material, which makes your feminine unconsciously a little worried that you might miss out an opportunity to encounter someone you want to encounter. This is a little bit a strange message that is here. I want to clarify this a little. What is this about? Okay. Okay. For whomever this is for, don't worry, because what is yours will not pass you by. It feels like it has to be said to soothe your feminine. Do not worry, what is yours will not pass you by. And it might come through in a project that you are doing, in your work that you are doing. You might meet someone there. But I don't want to go too much into this because I really want to focus here on the conversations between our own divine feminine and our own divine masculine. Although this reading really speaks about this passage through or to the actual or unactual union in the physical reality, so your divine union with another being, both from a state of wholeness within. And I have to say it to your feminine to just soothe your soul, to don't worry, because what is yours will not pass you by, and it might come through. You might meet someone very unexpected through a certain project you are doing, through something you are doing that provides you an income, something that you are doing in the material world. But this is not for all. This is just a message for someone specific. Now your masculine side. So we had already to allow this masculine side to also to receive the messages from the feminine side, and then allow this masculine side to put these downloads, these ideas, these intuitive hints your feminine received, to allow your masculine to put them into action. I see your masculine also as very strong, And there is a message here to come even more to this state of wholeness within, to allow your masculine side, this part of yourself that feels like I have to be very strong. I've been through so much. There is some kind of victimhood mentality in there. And your masculine in this moment might profit, or your whole being will profit from the fact that you consciously choose to release and to let go that part, that victim part that is maybe still lingering in a way. That part of I have to be strong, I have to do it, and it has never been easy, and I had to make so many difficult choices, and there is something there that is a little bit coming from a place of victimhood. But overall, this reading is very, like I say, it feels very balanced. It's just about coming even more, because we never stop growing. We never stop growing into our highest potential. And this is like an advice that is there, like, how can I come even more into this union within, into this wholeness, into even more peace at all times. And there is this masculine part, there is something about victimhood that can be released, and it will make things a lot more, or even more smooth for you. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. About also coming into union with another being. The unconsciously, because we have the Four of Cups in the feminine, so unconsciously your feminine is worried about the fact that your masculine will be too potent for another balanced masculine energy to come into your life. We are not speaking about female and male here, because we all have masculine and feminine aspects inside ourselves. So this is your divine feminine and your divine masculine communicating with each other. And it's like unconsciously your feminine is worried that she might miss out on a union with another being because your masculine is too potent at times. And that is also why this is coming through. If you go into connection, if you go into meditation, and you work consciously on this to release that victim part of you, to consciously choose to let it go, to surrender it, this will also automatically soothe your feminine. So there will be more balance, even more balance when you do this. Interesting also how this comes out. So this is really the communication, the telepathic communication between your divine masculine and your divine feminine. And they are trying to help each other to be as much as possible in this beautifully balanced state, which you experience already, not at all times, but you experience it. The base is there. It's beautifully based. It's a solid base that you have built for yourself for this balance. And they are just communicating with each other like, maybe you can do this. They are working together and communicating to you like, maybe we can do this so I am more at ease. And she is more at ease, and he will also be more at ease because he will release and let go things that are not serving you. Okay, I will pull one more card for you as an overall advice. We have create space. Card 38, create space. And this is really putting all of this together. So your masculine side is still holding on to some kind of victimhood mentality. Don't judge yourself for it. There is nothing wrong with this. It's just our programs. And your masculine side is still holding on to some kind of victimhood mentality. And your feminine said already, it would be good to release that so we can be in peace, more in peace than we already are. So this create space is really about releasing, letting go, surrendering this victimhood mentality, making space, creating space to be in balance. And from that place to be even more open to receive whatever wants to come into your life. And also to create more space inside of you to fully express yourself even more. Beautiful. Very beautiful reading. So I hope this was helpful. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose pile 3, I have a message for you today. And with this reading, it can be important to look at the intro, because I'm doing a reading between the conversations between our own divine feminine and our own divine masculine, to come more into a state of divine union within, or to find that balance within ourselves, or if we already found that balance, then still see what are the conversations between our own feminine and our own masculine side. So in the intro I explain it a little bit deeper, so it can be important for that. So whomever chose pile 3, I am here, or I put out already your feminine side and your masculine side. And what I see for you is that your feminine side is more in this specific moment. Your feminine side is more active than your masculine side. But your feminine side is active in a way that I will speak about she and he, because it feels right in this reading. She is your feminine, he is your masculine side. And she, your feminine, she feels disappointment. I feel a lot of sadness in your feminine. And I feel there is a lot of attention going to all these emotions. I feel your feminine very identified with the emotions of sadness, of sorrow, of grief. And your masculine side is really asking for your attention. Because your masculine side, this is our active part. Our feminine side is our receiving part, and our passive side, and our masculine part is the active side. And your masculine side is asking for your attention to pull you out of that pool. It feels a little like a pool of emotions. And your masculine side is asking you to allow him to be more active, to work together, to bring you to this state of balance. This might be something that you try to work through, because this might be an old program that the identification with certain sadness is a kind of a comfort zone for you. And you might be trying to get out of that, because I also see that there is the Chariot also here. And in this specific Chariot, it really feels like you want to pull yourself out of that. But like I say, we all have our programs, and in these times especially, a lot of things are coming to the surface that are not serving us anymore. So I feel your feminine identifying with this sadness, and you trying to get out of it, but not really finding the way how to do this. And there your masculine comes in. Your masculine comes in, and your masculine says, like, let me lead now in this moment. Let me lead. I put I use this symbol or symbolism also in pile 1, and I feel I want to use it again for you. It's like this: we have a pool of water, and we have the feminine and the masculine side. And with you, your feminine is here, excuse me, and the masculine is here. Your masculine is under the surface, and your feminine is above the surface, and she's controlling in the emotion. She's controlling what's happening. And your masculine is here under the surface, and he is really asking you, pull me up, pull me up. Let's spin this wheel. Pull me up so I can come to the surface and I can hold us in balance. It also feels like your masculine side is really asking you to take action, but not in, doesn't have to be big ways. He's just asking you to go outside in nature. Find these places for yourself where you feel you have an open view. And if that is not possible, that to have a specifically open view, a far view, just these places where you feel open, where you feel like your soul has space to be. So your masculine is asking you to go to these places, or to that place. Maybe somewhere, for some it's at a waterfall, at a lake, somewhere near to mountains or hills, open fields. So go there. Go there. If it's still not possible for you to go into nature, or if there is not a possibility to be in a place like that, then we can also go inside and imagine to be in a space with an open view. Your masculine is really asking for that from you in this side, in this moment. Your masculine is asking you to be strong, to find your strength, which doesn't mean these emotions have to be shut off. It's okay to allow these emotions to be there, but it's about not identifying with them, to just hold space for them and to allow them to be there, but don't dwell in them. Don't identify with these feelings, with these emotions. It's programs. I want to go a little bit deeper in there also. For some, it might also be that something happened, that you are really in a process of grief, and if so, I feel you there, and I am sorry for whatever happened. And also there, it's very important to allow these feelings to be there. But I do feel for most of you, this reading is about a certain program that is a certain comfort zone for you to go into these specific feelings that are not feeling pleasant. And you want to get out of that. You want to release that. You want to let that go. So the first thing that is really coming through very clearly about advice is your masculine asking you to go outside, go into nature. I'm gonna pull some more cards. There are also, when I pulled the first cards, there a lot more cards came out than in the other readings. So there, it feels like there is a lot of messages that want to come through with you. And this also makes sense with if we are identified with certain emotions, then we are not open to all the signs and all the signals and all the messages that are given to us. And it also feels like that for you, that there is a lot of guidance for you in this moment, but because you are too identified with these emotions, you don't see them all. But they are here, they are really been given to you. And there is a lot of messages are being given to you in this moment. And the messages are really about you thriving, about you being successful in whatever that means for you. However that unfolds in your vision, if I speak that out, to be successful, it's very personal for everyone. It's very different for everyone. But your inner being is wanting you to thrive, wanting you to be successful, wanting you to be victorious. And wanting you to be your truest you, in a state of freedom, in a state of light, in a state of peace, in a state of freedom. So I will go now with the tarot a little bit deeper into this feminine side. Yeah, this is really about, it's again, your masculine is speaking to your feminine, because your feminine in this moment, like I said already, she's very potent. She is dominant in this specific moment, but in an emotional way. And this masculine of you, your masculine side, is coming through very clearly, very strong in this reading. It was not like that in the other readings. All the readings are very interesting today, how it comes through. And with you, it's really your masculine, which is again on this surface, who is under the water and who is really screaming like, let me lead now. And your masculine is giving you advice about, we have the Two of Cups, we have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Lovers. And these are three cards of choices. And we have the Four of Cups. So this really feels like being conscious about where do we choose to put our attention? Where do we choose to focus on? Because even though it's a program, we still, in each and every moment, we have given free will to choose. In each and every moment, we can make a choice. And even if we are trapped in the program, we can catch ourselves. And it's in these moments that we catch ourselves, that we realize that we are trapped in the program, in this case, in the emotion. In that moment, we can make a conscious choice. And in that moment, in these moments or in that moment, it's about making the conscious choice to don't identify with the emotions, to see it from a higher perspective, to pull yourself out of the identification with it, and to just see it as the program. And then in these moments, like it is coming through here, if you catch yourself, you choose not to identify with it, to pull yourself out of that, and then in these moments, go outside, go into nature. Because there is something there also for you. Again, with all these messages that wants to come through. Probably, quite sure, if you go out into nature in these moments and you be aware of your surroundings, then there will be a lot of messages and signs being given to you. It's also a good way to pull yourself out of a program. If you go outside and you look at everything that is around you, you pull yourself out of your inner universe. Look out for birds. Look out for animals in general. What is this? Look out for birds. Look out for butterflies. Look out for certain animals in the water. Walking in the moonlight can be very helpful for you also. The lion is coming through very strongly also, so this might have something to do, or you are a lion in your zodiac, or someone else is a lion who is close to you. But it also feels like this strength, it's the king of the jungle. And your masculine is asking from you to bring out this part of you. There is a part of you that is the king of the jungle. As deep as your feminine can go, the depth of it, it also has an opposite side in strength, in courage. This lion part of you is really asking you to take the lead in this moment. And for you, it's about really catching yourself whenever you are in the program, in the emotions, to catch yourself and to do something else. I'm going to see now into the masculine side, whatever wants to come through from the tarot. Animals. Be aware of animals. If you encounter them, look into the symbolism. They have messages for you, specifically in this moment. We have the Ace of Swords in your masculine side, the Ace of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. And the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. So this is really, again, your masculine side coming through so very strongly with this very clear Ace of Sword message, again with the bird. Very clear. With the Ten of Wands is an ending. It's an ending of burden. So your masculine side is coming through with this very clear message in a position of the King of Cups, in a position of holding you in love, wanting you to be fulfilled, wanting you to be happy. Your masculine side is coming through and saying, we have to step out of this burden. Let me guide you. Let me help you. Let me lead you. Tap into your masculine side. Tap into this lion. Roar as a lion. Tap into your strength because it's there. You have a lot of strength in you. Tap into that. And allow yourself in these days to be led by your masculine. So I want to pull one more card to put all this together. What is that? Allow your masculine to lead in these days. Whenever you are identified in these emotions, make a choice to step out and go outside and be open for everything that is being shown to you in these days. Because again, there is a lot coming through. Grounding, ground yourself. Also, I felt that already when I said go out into nature, walk bare feet, put your feet in the ground. It's such a good way to come back to you, to your true self, to be barefoot. Ground yourself. And when I see again this vision of the water, with your feminine being here and your masculine being here, and if you allow your masculine to lead, to spin this wheel, it's grounding you, it's grounding your feminine. And this is what you need now to come into this balance, to come into this union within. So this is what I have for you today. I hope it was helpful. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one.